Hello, everyone. Welcome to another one of our webinars, Financial Empowerment, Unlocking Business Success Through Strategic Financial Management. It's hosted in partnership with the PepsiCo Foundation, Impacto Hispanic Restaurant Accelerator. My name is Brittany Richardson, and I'm the Business Engagement Specialist for Axion Opportunity Fund, or AOF. I'm so excited to introduce Chef Grace Ramirez today. Hi, Chef Grace.
Hello, guys. Thank you so much for having me. This is very exciting.
Can you walk us through your journey of building a successful business in the culinary industry?
Thing in my life that I've done several times, just kind of getting right back up and okay, let's now do this. And you know, when I do these kind of events and mentorships, people have seen my trajectory, and it's things that, how do you have this confidence? How has this happened overnight? Well, it has not. It's been 20 years in the making of nonstop work, and it's been 20 years of a lot of, okay, getting right back up, right? Okay, I fell, but let me, and you know, I won't take no for an answer. So it's just kind of like, I think that's a message that is good for entrepreneurs. Like I hear a lot of entrepreneurs saying, you know, oh, but I failed at my first business, so I gave up. Well, I've failed so many times. And then, but the important thing is not giving up, and you know, the water will always find the way to the ocean. You know, even sometimes it goes through a little stream, sometimes it goes through the river, sometimes it goes through different paths. But if you and like I always say, like Jennifer Lopez said to me, if you keep working hard enough, something will happen. I think it's very important first of all, I want to be very vulnerable and honest. And I think that as a woman, as a Latina woman, I didn't grow up with a family that had any sort of, they were entrepreneurs without knowing they were entrepreneurs, because my grandmother will make bathing suits and she would sell them. And my aunt too, so they had that small business. But my grandfather was, you know, in the military in Venezuela, but they were not really, I had nobody really to look up to in terms of how do you build a successful business. And it's taken me a very long time to understand many things, many concepts that I had no notions of. And I think that is something that I want people to know, that now, you know, there's a lot of more information out there that you can tap into that kind of like draw a path of how to build a business, right? There's a lot more resources. I think first, my experience has been, at first I would be really ashamed that I you know, I was working a corporate job, then I started directing shows, then I became a chef, then I started building a business. And I think there was a lot of shame into, I didn't know how to do that, right? But I've always been very passionate and determined and focused. My case has been, first of all, really having the vulnerability and openness, like I don't know everything, but I'm going to figure this out. Then having mentors and people that, you know, Natalie Molina Nino is someone that wrote an amazing book that I highly recommend for you all, called Leapfrog, and it's like hacks for women in business. Highly recommended for you all. Okay, we don't know everything, but we're going to figure it out. And if we don't know anything, then hire people who are able to help you scale, help you, you know, understand. And I understand that as a small business owner, it is expensive, but now there's all these resources, and there's people like the Action Opportunity Fund that has, you know, they can guide you towards the right direction, of people who are going to give you a lot of advice for free. And again, there's so many resources out there. It's just a matter of really being determined and being like, for example, at first I couldn't afford legal advice. And, you know, we NYC, they provide, there's an arm of it that provides, you know, free legal counsel. So I tapped into all those resources at first, where I was like, okay, I'm going to figure this out, right? That is another key thing, being out there. And when you don't come from a community that or a family that is in it, that has businesses that are successful, that are able to connect you to so and so, and you can make a phone call and you know, can write you a big check. When you don't have any of that, I think it's very important to be out there and put yourself out there and have no shame into, hey, this is who I am, but also building those relationships in a very smart and strategic way without, people are now going to all these networking events and just like, oh, this is so-and-so, you got to help me. Well, you have to build relationships. And I think that that's another very successful part of what I've built. It's having very strong relationships that, they're not only my friends, but some of them are my business partners or legal counsel, or, so I have a very strong community of people that I can call that I feel has my back. Really stick to your values. Have strong values. Any type of business out there, even if you're selling little carrot cakes, it has to have a purpose, a mission, a values, and find ways to always give back to the community. Even if you're selling 10 cakes and giving one away to a person in need. I think that right now in this day and age where we're at, especially for minorities, we have to help each other out. We have to lift people up, and we have to drop the narrative that, oh, there's only room for one person. No, we have to make room, right? There is enough seats at the table. And if there's not a seat, you pull up a chair for another sister, another brother. And because we right now have that social responsibility, if we want the numbers to shift in terms of creating wealth for Latinos, we have to help each other out. We have to be more strategic about what we're doing in terms of not only our business. We have to stop looking at our own belly button, and we have to think bigger of how we are going to lift the community up.
I think this has been a super helpful conversation. We want to thank the PepsiCo Foundation and our local partners for the Impacto Hispanic Restaurant Accelerator. And I want to thank everyone who joined this seminar, all of the attendees who took the time to expand their business. I hope you found some information that will help your business thrive.